Welcome back to another video. Because my last video on the Fujifilm review was so popular, I decided to keep going with the photography theme and make a couple more photography videos. The way I'm structuring this is it's a 3-part series. I'm shooting them all today. So 1 day for me, 3 days for you. I have more clothes in this. I washed my clothes. You see me in the next 2 videos with the same clothes on. I shot it all at once. So the first of the 3-part series is going to be on leading lines. Then we're going to talk about framing, and then we're going to talk about layering. These 3 elements of composition are going to help you shoot better pictures. We've come out here in the middle of the day, absolute worst time of day for nature photography. I don't consider myself a landscape photographer, more of a street photographer, but we're not here to make Pulitzer-winning pictures. We're here to make your pictures, we're here to make my pictures as good as they can be. When we're dealt a hand, when we're at a place at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, because we can't always be there at sunset or sunrise, how can we make the best picture possible given the circumstances that we have? That's what we're here to do today. Let's do it. There's lines everywhere. You have the line of the red here, line of the trees, the cloud line there. When I'm looking for images, when I'm setting up a shot, what I'm doing is I'm looking at these lines. So when we look for leading lines, we're looking specifically for a line that leads the audience's attention to your subject. Basically, show the audience what you want to tell them. To more accurately show you what I mean, I'm going to be taking pictures along the way and talking about them as I take them, showing you in real time. Real time for you, not for me. Here we have a fantastic example of what leading lines can do. I've come upon a bridge here and I'm looking down the trail. So if you see here, what I'm looking at when I have a situation like this, I see a leading line coming from the left. I see the trail continuing to come this way from behind. And we even have these nice mountain ridges funneling the viewer here. So if I can get my subject right there, all of these lines are leading the audience to that subject. And that's the difference between pictures that look like this and pictures that look like this. Small changes make a big difference in how your audience views your work. While we're here talking about leading lines, if you're enjoying the content, do me a favor and hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to. Make sure to come back next week. And while I'm promoting myself, if you like my pictures, go ahead and check out my full catalog on my website listed below. And if you want to print, check out my darkroom. Here's another great tip. Sometimes you have to wait for the image to come together. So I've sat here and I've just waited about a minute or two for a subject to walk into the frame. You can see the picture here. Now, I missed the shot a little bit. I waited a little too long. I would have liked him to be right there in the intersection of the 2 trails. But you can see how here there's more than one leading line. The trail that's anchoring the left part of the frame, the trail coming from the top, we have leading lines bringing the observer to the subject. Here the story is more about the trail, the hike, the journey, someone summiting this mountain that looks so bold above them. Have those lines help you tell your story, even if that means you have to wait. A little bit of patience is going to be necessary here to set up some of these shots. It's a lot easier to find the shot and let it come to you than it is to make it happen all at once. So that's going to wrap us up for this first part, leading lines. So leading lines, check. Between now and the next video, go out and practice this. Try to find leading lines. When you look around your room right now, there's leading lines everywhere. You just have to look for them. When you find a leading line, set up a shot. Whether you actually take the picture or not, set it up. Practice this. Very basic introduction to leading lines. Next week, we're going to be talking about framing. In the meantime, go out and take some pictures. See you in the next one. So, like all my videos, starting without knowing the trail, par for the course.